There's so much going.
Hey, Jamie, is there a piano going to be played? Oh, okay. They're just sitting there? Okay, all right. You're all queued up, ready to go, okay? So just go like this, hit it, maestro, and I'll play it.
Opsene? Opsene. Badi needs to give me permission to, wherever Badi is, he needs to give me permission to see those photos that were forwarded. No, not verbal permission. Permission from your phone or from, you know what I'm saying.
Blood.
Hey, no pressure. This will be streamed worldwide.
She can.
Tony. Is Tony in the house anywhere? Tony? He left? Okay. Do you guys need that other microphone in the center? Okay, I'm just saying because it's in the middle of the screen. Can we maybe move that? We can move it to the other side of the podium, out of the way. Or Asfane, if they're the kids are gonna use that mic. Okay, I just didn't want to write dead in the middle of the screen. That's okay if it's there. That's fine.
Will it make a horrible sound? It's good. It's here.
Another wire? Yeah, for the crowd, it's up there on the stand.
All right. Still kind of heavy. All right, yeah, I'm gonna start.
Passing the mic.
Cayman.
Yeah.
When are you going to use that mic? When are you guys going to use that mic? Are you just? Oh, he's for questions. Okay.
Okay, friends, come find your seat. We're going to start with the prayer in a second. Not yet. I'll tell you when. We just have to wait for them to sit down. So we're going to start with a prayer. Everyone find a seat.
Mimi. Dancing in a the spot in a house in a place in a city hall in a mountain you live cave in a valley in the sea and on in the middle one man sin as God have a name and a praise glorified. dancing in a spot. He is God, oh God, my God. Bestow upon me a pure heart, like unto a poor.
So hello everyone, come find a seat, come sit down. No, you're gonna be with you're gonna be with Jamie, and later you can. So my name is Afsane Dean, and I wanted to welcome everybody to the reflection gathering that transcends all clusters. So it seems exciting. So actually, we have some friends lined up that are actually serving in the forefront. And we're going to have everyone come up, and one at a time we're going to hopefully do some learning together. And they're going to share their experiences. First off, we actually have Jamie and friends. So here's AJ, Nikki, Age, Kylene, Breakwell. One at a time.
There's so much going on around me. Sometimes I think that it is all about me. Then I look around and see what's in front of me. It's you and me. We help others in need.
I am a citizen of my society, and I participate in my community. I do my part.
Hi, everyone. So a picture says 1,000 words. So we have behind us photos of all these fantastic kids doing various service projects over the past 2 years. They formed quite a little group, but I'm going to let them do most of the talking today because they're all really wanting to talk about all of this. So who wants to go first? Okay, AJ Manfra, go ahead.
Which one?
This one, whichever.
No, like what? Okay. I'm horrible at microphones. So. My favorite was a canned food drive. Almost everything we got were cans. We got boxes of rice, and I don't know what else.
He was talking about a neighborhood canned food drive.
I want to.
Go ahead.
Do I have to bring it up?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
My favorite was the all children's kids craft project was because we made these gifts, these things we could get money to donate to the hospital, and we raised a lot of money. That's why it's my favorite.
Hi. My favorite was the cleanup, and we went in these woods and we picked up litter, and we found this one part of the woods, and it looked like a car exploded. Hi, everyone.
So friends.
That says it all.
So Jamie, actually I have a question for you.
Sure.
So what in your heart do you think had you initiate or want to start these kind of projects?
Well, we had. That's a great question, Afsane. We had a really active neighborhood with a lot of kids, and some of them we couldn't teach the faith directly to because they had very strong other backgrounds and other religions. So we decided to teach as much as we could through example. That was one of the reasons that we started it. Also, the kids spent a lot of time in my yard. So we thought we would make really good use of that time. Instead of just playing, we decided to start doing some service projects, and after that they got their own ideas and we just rolled with it.
Do you feel like there's been any obstacles that you came across that you
That's a really good question as well. probably some of the kids might have an opinion on that. I would say sometimes numbers, as far as how many kids participate, sometimes are, oh, that's very nice. They changed the world. No, all obstacles are worth overcoming, and the smallest service project is still a service project. That's the bottom line. So.
Does anybody have a question or anything that you want to ask the kids or Jamie?
There's none.
All right, so
Right there.
Oh, I see some. Where's Cayman? Oh, microphone boy, right there. Quickly, quickly, we have a time limit.
Microphone boy.
Wait, listen.
Okay, you said that you had people whose backgrounds were strong religious backgrounds. Could you go into a little bit more how you got these people involved anyway, and what you told the parents and all that kind of thing? Thank you.
Oh, that's a great question. I actually, we just didn't mention the Baha'i faith. After a while, they knew that I was Baha'i. Some of them knew that I was Baha'i. Prior to that, too, I think the fear was of their children learning a different religion. And the parents, they mean well. They're just concerned for their children's souls and salvation. So you understand that's where they're coming from. You know, it's not an insult. It's not offensive. So instead of teaching the faith directly, you know, with prayers and things like that, we just did community service. We loved God. We served humanity. And after about a year or so of doing it, the parents were fine with the Baha'i faith and the children learning prayers and things like that.
Yeah, I think they kind of have to get to know you, you know, and see what you're really about through action, really.
With no agenda.
And then?
We never called it anything. We just called it, we had a service group. And it was, as you can see, we have a youth back here. We have a couple junior youth, and some of them were 2 when we started, 2 years old. So.
All right, guys, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, too. Thank you. Kids say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You should do service.
All right, oh, Rachel. Yes, Rachel and friends. Come on up. That's okay, right? You guys are good with coming? All right, go get your towels and go to class. I love you. Rachel, get your towel. Excuse me. It's okay, just pretend it's me. Hey.
Wait, so what do you want us to like talk about? Exactly?
So actually, I'll talk with this little guy. So here's, well, I'll call them Rachel and friends. And actually, yes, can you guys tell us what kind of thing you have started over down south in Palm Beach County?
Sure.
No, go ahead.
You wanna
She asked a question.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about this.
Sorry, go ahead. Well, first, what do you got going on?
Okay, well, we have a group of youth, I guess, that we have together, and at first we were just trying to get like more people involved, so we had a bigger group, and we like meet regularly. We've done like book ones and just gotten together and like hung out and things like that, and now we're actually have been meeting to talk about getting something started, like junior youth groups, different things like that. So that's what we're trying to get started. A lot of it has been like talking, but after this is when it's really going to be put into action.
What in your heart made you want to start something like this?
Well, I think that goes back to like my friends behind me. I've told the story like lots of times, but I've like been a Baha'i since I was born, and I had always, my like mom and dad always made me like come to summer school, and like I always had to go to feasts and things like that. I was just kind of, there was no question, I just had to go. And I think that because of that, I never really, it wasn't like my choice, and I kind of took for granted everything that we were learning. And at one point, we were at an event and at MCBI, and sometimes I used to like not want to go just because I was being forced to. I had no reasoning behind it. And we were talking about people we wanted to bring to the conference, and like all I could think of was like my best friend, which is Angela right there. And she's one of the people, and the other person is Xander's. And while we were talking about who we should bring to the youth conference, and like everyone was talking, saying, oh, like, do you have any friends you want to bring? He actually texted me right at that moment and said, like, hey, what religion are you? And then I ended up asking him, like, I asked him to come. He couldn't come to the youth conference, but she did. And after the conference, she was just really into it and really happy. And as soon as we got back, she was asking me like when we were going to meet with our friends, when we were going to have like book ones, when we were going to finish all the books, what we were going to learn, what we were going to start in the neighborhoods. And and I kind of saw that there was so much more than just like going to summer school. Like I actually started paying much more attention to what it was about, and kind of seeing that my close friends were so interested in it really sparked interest in me, and I kind of realized how incredible everything is and wanted to get something started. And now she's here, and now Xanders is here too. So
Before you go,
no, they can talk too.
oh yeah, but tell me about any obstacles. Do you think you came across any things that might have been a little struggle?
Yeah, and I think that they could probably talk about it. Their parents were sort of skeptical at first about where they were going. Some of them, their parents thought, like originally Angela's mom, when I invited her to the conference, thought I wanted to convert her or something. And I was like, no, I just want my friend to come with me to like this youth conference. It's not like that. I don't know, you guys can talk about it. It's your...
Yeah, like I'm a Catholic, and so my mom was like, she heard a different religion and she like freaked out. She was like, no, you can't like associate with that. You can't do anything like with that. And like I ended up going because like we talked to like her mom, and we like explained that it wasn't really like about the whole like spirit. I mean, it is about the spiritual aspects of it, but it's like more than that too. It's not just trying to like get people to convert just to like build a community. It's like just to like get people together that all have like the same mindset and want to like get stuff done and like better everyone. And it was just like working together on that. So after that, she understood.
I'll say something. Hello, can we hear me? Okay, when I told my dad about the first book one that I wanted to come to, he was kind of skeptical because I told him that it was from 9 in the morning to 9 at night, and he was like, so you mean to tell me you're going to church for 12 hours? And like after I told him that it wasn't like church, he tried to have me explain it, and he was still really skeptical because I had no real way of explaining what it was. And even afterwards, I went to it, and I had the time of my life, honestly. And I met the people, and even here, everybody that I meet, you guys are all just so amazing, and you all make me feel like I'm part of one big family. Like, I can go up to... And after the book one, I got home that night, and he actually grounded me because I got home a little bit later than I should have, but that's okay. And when I came to him asking about coming to the summer school, he was like, you mean the thing that you went to a few months ago and you came home at like 11 at night? And I was like, yeah, that. And after he talked to Susan Mike, our president, and Michelle Stearns, he opened up to it, and apparently he was really cool about it. And I really appreciate the fact that he let me come here. And as a result of that, I have signed a card to become an actual. I've declared. Yes, there it is.
Thank you. Go back to class. All right, so where's Olivia? Is Olivia out there? Come, Olivia. So I have Olivia here. She is out of state, actually, far, far away from Texas. I can't say it with a Texan accent, but she's looking for her support. There it is. So it's true, you might notice the young people I have going first. It's true that they should go to class later. All right. Hi, girls. How are ya?
Hi. We're good.
So tell me what you guys got started going on over in Texas.
Well, we have children's classes and junior youth groups and youth groups. All of them.
Well, let's pick one in your heart that you feel like you might have noticed some challenges that you overcame. Can we start with anything?
Well, my youth group and my junior youth group. Well, my junior youth group, because we get so off topic. And then my youth group, because it's hard to get everyone to come, because it's like, oh yeah, it's summertime, eat McDonald's all the time. I don't know. So they always skipped going McDonald's. But but then we like talked to them. It just turns out that you have to like just spend time with them, become their friend, and actually make a relationship with them and show them you're not just inviting them to like a youth group and that's all you want to do. Just like you want to be their friend too, and you want to talk to them and be there for them.
So I guess the key is perseverance, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell me about your children's classes.
Well, the other people in my community are the ones who really run it, but I went to a summer camp that we had, like it was like 2 days, and there was like 15 little kids that came, like mostly girls, and then the boys got discouraged because they're all girls and they're like, oh, cooties, but then a couple of them came and they liked it, so it was good.
And then tell me quickly what you think about the future. So I know, let's talk about your youth group actually, because I think you have a group going on. Where do you see it going?
I see it getting bigger maybe, because my sister has a lot of friends. So she like invites everybody, and I'm like, oh, that's good. That's good, because I'm bad with that. So like I let her do it, and like we have a lot of people that come, and if we see like some random junior youth, then we'll be like, yeah, come and eat food and stuff and learn about this stuff. And then we just need to go do home visits right now, because like we want to talk to the parents about what the kids are learning. And yeah.
Does anybody have questions? We have a little time with this group.
Well, see, we haven't really done much of that yet. But we usually tell them that we teach them about virtues, and we're really service oriented. So we try to do service projects, a whole bunch. And then, yeah, I don't know. Yes. Houston, like Gulf Coast area, if you know where that is.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Gulf Coast.
Thanks, girls.
All right. Okay, bye.
All right, Nick Dean, come on up. So I want to brag my nephew, Nicholas Dean.
Hi, guys. Hi, I'm from Palm Harbor, Florida, which is in Pinellas County, and I just wanted to talk about some different experiences I've had teaching. And wow, okay, so I've done a couple different things, 2 or 3, so that I really wanted to talk about. I've done children's classes before with the lovely Maza in Darwin Springs, which is north of Pinellas, or north of Palm Harbor, and that's been awesome. I've had such awesome experiences with all the kids. They love it. They just melt in your
And that's like
hands.
a neighborhood type.
Yeah, it's
right?
like a neighborhood children's classes, and we go, and I was like, oh, this isn't gonna go well. Like when Maza, she's awesome. When she was first, she was like, yeah, let's go do this, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So I just like deep breaths, silent prayer. We're gonna be good. So then we were knocking on the doors, and I was like, oh, okay, people are like, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, they were pretty open. Some of them were like, go away, but most of them. Most of them.
You guys went door to door too, right?
Yeah, we went door to door asking, hey, with Beverly also. Beverly is easy, she's awesome, I love her. We went and we were knocking on the doors, hey, would you like to join us? We're having a children's class. And they're like, okay, well, where is it? Who's gonna be there? Can I come with you guys? Of course, all of you guys are invited, everybody is welcome, and stuff like that. I'll move this up, but, so, yeah. Those
Did you find some challenges?
Yes, they will not let you go. They won't let you go home. And I think that especially the motivation to come up with new creative things, and actually a lot of the motivation I get is from different role models I have, which includes the president, Miss Susan Mike, and and a lot of just different Baha'is that I really think are amazing. So that's one thing I've been doing. Another thing is that, actually, I just got back from Guatemala a couple weeks ago, and while I was there, I was studying Spanish, but I was also learning how to teach the Baha'i faith in Spanish. But I won't speak in Spanish, I promise. That'd be horrible.
Un poquito? Okay,
no, it's okay. And it's really amazing how many different people really want to learn about it. So I'm going there, and it was just every day, at least 5 people, at least, we had this conversation. And I was there for like 2 weeks. It was so many people were so interested in the Baha'i faith where I was at in my school that I was in. So it's funny because this was sort of towards the end of my trip. I met a kid. He was maybe 22, I think, yes. And he was like, really, he was a religions major, yes, and he was from Arizona, and he would not stop asking me questions. I'm like, yes, you know that silent, you know what I mean. And so we're talking, and we're talking and talking, and it's been like an hour and a half, and he's like, I've never actually met a Baha'i in person. This was the first time, and it's such an interesting religion. I really want to learn more about it, because he had studied it but never actually met anybody. So that was just an honor to be, wow, I'm the first Baha'i this kid has ever met. That's amazing. But no, there was just been so many different experiences I've had. That was just one. I met a girl she was a youth. I'm pretty sure she was 20. And she was actually going to become, she was in school to be part of the like government body of the church, I think the Catholic Church. She wanted to do something up there, like something like that. I can't remember exactly. But she was really interested as well. She was like, yeah, I believe a lot of those things, and I really just accept your faith. That's an awesome religion. And I was like, oh, cool, you want to learn more? She's like, yeah. So we talked and talked and talked, and it's just amazing how many different people, no matter where they come from, and it was in Guatemala. I would have never expected it.
Does anybody have any thoughts or questions for Nicholas?
Cool.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you. Cayman, where are you? Are you there?
I'm right here.
Are your friends there?
No, nobody's here. They
Okay,
didn't
come
show
on
up.
up.
Do I have to
I'll
come
help
up?
you.
I mean, I have a mic right here.
No, come here. Bring the microphone. Okay.
I'll take the
No,
mic,
I'm kidding.
don't
I'm
worry.
kidding. Go ahead. So thanks for coming this afternoon.
No problem.
So what do you got going on?
We had started 2 junior youth groups over in Clearwater, Pinellas area, and one of them actually, I don't know what's going on with it. We kind of like, we had a big group of animators, and then a lot of us went and transferred to the other junior youth group, and so we're just mainly focusing in one area where there's more children, or more junior youth.
How many, I guess you can say youth, or, because it's true, this kind of started after the conferences, correct?
Well, it started before the conferences, but it was intensified a lot after the conferences.
How many youth do you think involved in your cluster?
All of them.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
How many
much.
is that?
I don't know, like maybe like just under 10. Or you mean like as animators in the junior? Yeah, it's like just under 10 probably.
I'm curious
Or maybe
about
even more.
What resources there are there. So tell me, so pretty much you think, what made you guys want to start it? You think the conferences?
Well, because it started before the conferences, I just, a lot of us, we were at the center a lot. You know, it was a month where it was really busy at the center, and I was thinking about how, and you know, we weren't seeing really anybody new at the center, and I was thinking about how maybe we should, you know, go out of the center and do service. I was actually not even thinking about, or we weren't actually even thinking about starting a junior youth group. But so like we approached our LSA, and then they had us get into like a meeting, and they divided us into groups, and we literally just went into these neighborhoods where we knew nobody, like no kids, and we literally we just knocked door to door, and it was one of the most, you know, we were really nervous going up to people's houses and just ask them, hey, we have these, like, give us your kids. Yeah, and then, you know, after a while of that, we finally started making friends with all the junior youth. You know, we actually were like on a relationship status, you know, like that, and we would just get them together, and it was hard because you go up to the parents and are like, oh, my kid's he's somewhere around here, and you have to go find him and everything. But yeah, so it was.
So what other obstacles do you think you guys came across?
I guess it's hard to get the kids interested in the material at first, because when we first tried starting it, we got a bunch of junior youth together, and then we just right away did the books like Breezes of Confirmation and that stuff, and it was really hard to keep their interest. So what we figured was we would take a break from that and just kind of like, you know, just hang out with them in a way, so that they would get to like know us better, and then we would introduce that back, you know, in a way, and it would be more comfortable because they knew us. And so like right now we're in the process of like reintroducing some of the material and stuff like that, and I think it'll work a lot better this time because of what we did.
And how many animators do you have, like in your team, for example, for the whole one junior youth group?
For this one junior youth group, well, let me see, it's like about like six animators, yeah. It's pretty good. Sometimes we have more animators than we have junior youth. So.
Here's a question over there. Go ahead, shout it out.
Well, it's different based on the week, but it's usually around like the same. It's usually we have like 6 to 8, maybe sometimes 10 or 15 junior youth, but we have 6 animators that are just like in the group, but not everybody always shows up. Like usually sometimes we'll have like 3, sometimes we'll have, but just 6 of them are like, you know, participating in the group. So.
And then, actually, we're going on time. I have a quick question. So, where do you see it going, actually, even in the next couple months, year?
I don't know. Forward, hopefully.
Oh, another.
It's in this place called MacArthur Park in Clearwater Community. So yeah.
So it's outdoors.
It's outdoors, yeah, and that's another challenge.
And then way in the back here, yes, you.
Having a good like friendship bond, definitely with, you know, not even just only the junior youth, but with the youth in the community and with the parents, you know, and having the parents know who you are, and you know, having even like an established time that you go every week to so that they know, oh, today's the day that they're, you know, that they're going to be there, and yeah, definitely those.
And one more, go ahead, John, but then he'll be done.
I mean, I guess we just talk about it. Like we just talk about what we could do to improve it. We don't really do much to like train ourselves. We did the book 5, and then we got together and we just started it. So you know.
It's nice. I think they're also friends, so they see each other regularly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they don't have to make an official meeting type thing, right?
Yeah, it's definitely, and that's another good thing. It's like because we're all really good friends. Like a lot of things happen, like a lot of Baha'i activities were happening, and we drew us closer together. And then once we were really drawn closer together as youth, as Baha'i youth, then we could, you know, start going out and doing more things service oriented. So.
Thanks.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. You can go back to class. Jinbei, are you here? Hello there. So Jinbei's from Lake Worth, right? Yes. Yes. And I think there's an amazing children's class going on. Thank you. Sorry, I see him limping. So tell me. So yes,
this
what
one?
do you have? Sure.
I speak with this one.
Yes. Go ahead, start from the beginning.
Yes, I'm from the Lake Worth area. I've been a Baha'i for 2 years. And we have had we've been having children class for, I believe, the past 3 months. And I would say what makes our children's class successful is the fact that we, as a local community, have become closely related as friends. We took a few months before we started the children's class to actually do Book 5 together, and we built a close bond of friendship. And starting the children's class, I think what's made it successful is our personal commitment to the local community itself. And we are lucky in the sense that each one of us brings something different to the table. We have a couple of teachers in our group. And basically, myself, I am a born animator. What's made it really interesting for us and really attractive for the children is the fact that we take the quotes, the Baha'i quotes, and we put them to rhythm and music. So basically, we use the drum, as a way to actually attract the children and to get them interested, in the classes. And we put the quotes to rhythm and music. So essentially, it's really fun for the children, and it makes it much easier for them to actually learn the lessons through music.
I think that kind of taps into yesterday afternoon. Oh yes, well, guess we'll have some questions. Go ahead.
So, have you yet, or will you soon please put up a YouTube video of some of that stuff?
We actually have talked about all these things. I think. Say again.
Don't talk. Put it up.
Go ahead, tell us.
Yeah. We actually have an entire vision of actually getting our children more involved and getting them. There's a host of things that we're planning on doing. The video is actually part of it. Matter of fact, we want to create a video journey for the children in order for them to witness their own progress through the process. And I think that would get them more interested, and also use that as a vehicle to actually bring their friends in the neighborhood.
Did you come across any obstacles that you'd like to share? Were there any difficulties with this endeavor?
I would say the difficulty for me is the fact that we do not have a formal meeting place. Our meeting place for now is outdoors, and we are literally right off the street. So you have a certain element of disturbance. There are adults in the area doing their own thing. You have car traffic, and the children are easily disturbed. So maintaining their focus has been the primary challenge.
Any other questions?
The children, you see, the children are really interested in the knowledge part of the faith. When we teach the quotes, we are not only teaching the virtues, the concepts, but we are also teaching vocabulary. We are also teaching English. We are also teaching behavior. And we are also, engaging the kids in actually answering their own questions. So for me, it's been very enlightening to witness how intelligent these children are to begin with. So the challenge is to actually get them to actually teach themselves.
Thank you. Thank you. Badi, coming up. Badi and friends. So this is the Orlando area, correct?
Yes.
Yes, yes. So what do you got going on in Orlando?
Aloha, everyone.
Aloha.
This is my friend Carmen Puig.
Yeah, my name is Carmen Puig and come from Spain. And well, our experience is that I came from Spain. I came sent by, well, I think Baha'u'llah sent me through the economical crisis. So we went to live in a very modest neighborhood, apartments neighborhood. So there is plenty of kids around, many kids, children, and junior youth. And I thought, well, I think children classes or junior youth could happen here. So I told to the assembly and also to the reflection meeting. But I wanted to have a team, a supportive team. I didn't want it to do on my own. because I thought, through the House of Justice messages, you learn that those activities are very important in this moment for all the change we are hoping happen in the humankind. No? So it has to be weekly, and many kids are there. So I thought maybe many different classes could happen. So I had the luck to find a very good team. Badia interested in junior youth, Ana Fanayan, Dario Fanayan, then Catherine Fanayan, Naim, Kelsey. So many people is coming now. And now we have a children class and a junior youth. And also we are doing the activities outside, because we started doing it inside, at home, but we saw that some kids kept by the door because the parents don't allow them to go into somebody else's houses. So we started to have the activities outside, and we had the luck to have some chairs given and some tables. So under a tree, we have all the activities. And I don't know, Maria was saying something, but I will say also that what kids love the most are the music, the songs that comes in the Ruhi book. They love them, and they like, for example, the Ocean of Spirit. They ask for, okay, let's sing Ocean of Spirit, let's sing it. Okay, yeah, of course. So, that's what we are doing more or less. We have some difficulties, yeah. Yeah, is that the question?
So we started off, we went door to door in the rain with Susan Mike, and knocked on people's doors. And actually, one of the Anne Fanayan, she knocked on somebody's door, and they were asking, oh, is there any kids in the neighborhood who would like to come to this class? And they threatened to call the police on her. So that was quite disheartening at first. And unfortunately, from the door-to-door efforts, not many of the kids came. But Carmen, do you want to talk about the laundry room?
The what? The laundry?
Yeah, where.
Yeah. Well, so there was a reflection meeting because the team I was looking for, it didn't happen, and we didn't have many kids. But I had some parents that they told me that they would like to bring their kids for the children classes. So, by the time that the team was there, I realized that I changed phone and I lost the contacts, the phone numbers. So I said, okay, now what are we gonna do, because I don't have kids, and I didn't see the mother. So when I came from the reflection meeting, I just found her in the laundry area, and she told me, okay, a long time ago I didn't see you. Yes, it's true. So, but she said, when are you going to start the classes? I'm waiting for the classes for my kids. I said, okay, that's we are starting next Saturday. We start. So now it's about more than 6 months we're having the classes every Saturday. And because many people is participating, so if any one of us cannot be there, the classes won't stop. I think it's important.
We also had some challenges where we started off with 2 kids, and then once we met another girl in our neighborhood named Providence, she kind of was the key to unlocking the rest of the kids. She knew all the other kids in the neighborhood and would invite her siblings who were older, and once from there we started growing, every week to 2 to 4 to 8, and we went outside, and then we had 16 kids of, from 15 to 5, and then the kids who were older, they were getting a little frustrated with the children's class material because, it's not designed for them. So they speak Arabic, and they were kind of arguing with each other, and I told them, all right, let's just go start a junior youth group. So we had the materials there. We started a junior youth group with 4 kids, and now it's like 10 kids in the junior youth group class. It's amazing how naturally from these activities the other ones are created. So it's quite wonderful.
apartment complex. It's apartment complex.
Yeah, a bunch of apartment buildings in the same sort of area.
So there's a playground area where the kids are, and then were able to switch into the apartment. It's by the playground, so that makes it much easier for the kids to come to the class. But well, so some kids came one day and saying, "Who is the singer for those songs we are learning?" I said, "Well, there is not a singer, popular singer, but they had the lyrics." So they got the lyrics home, and the mother was searching in the web, and then they came because we live there. So. One of them came and said, "Hello, I found the music, the songs in the internet." "Oh yes, I like them. It's very nice." I said, "So who looked for them?" "My mom looked for them." She said, "That is from the devil." So I said, "What does it mean?" She said, "I don't know." Well, I said, "Neither do I." So then next Saturday they come to the class. So.
Thank you, guys. We're just running low on time. So if you want, catch them later. Is that Susan back there? So, success, buddy, really quick. And then we'll get
So I think really if the perseverance of somebody being there every week at the same time, and the kids knowing, coming knocking on our door, saying, "Okay, when is class?" and really finding those kids who know all the other kids and can kind of introduce them and bring them into class. The really strong influences in there. So. She does.
My husband and I.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Louis. So we have a friend from Broward County, right, Broward? And tell me what you got going on.
Well, I was hoping to share about an experience on a project that we did about a year and a half ago. And the idea was we wanted to learn what it would take to have a lot of junior youth groups. So we wanted to have 100 junior youth and about 10 or 12 junior youth groups. And the way we went about it is to try to concentrate on a specific neighborhood where we thought we would have a chance to have that number of youth. And we went and started knocking on doors. We visited a park where a lot of the youth gathered to play football or soccer or whatever. And we went to the park and we started a group almost the same day that we went and visited. But the first thing that we learned is that there were more youth than junior youth. So we had around 18 youth and 4 junior youth. So we immediately had to change our strategy, and we tried to change the content of the junior youth group, but then soon we realized that what we needed to do is to invite those youth to start training to become animators themselves. So we invited 6 of them to start a book 1. They all agree. And we started doing 2 things in parallel. We had the junior youth group, and we had the book 1 with a group of them. And as the junior youth group started progressing, because it is outside, we had some complications. We had a lot of distractions, and it rains a lot in Broward. So we started to look for a place with a roof where we would be able to meet. And friends went around the neighborhood expanding a little more, looking for a place where we could have a roof to have the meeting. And in doing that, a group of friends found a facility that is a recreational center for one of the cities around the neighborhood. It belongs to the city. And that place has a program that throughout the year has 300 youth. Every afternoon is an after-school program. And the person in charge of the facility was interested in having the junior youth program as part of his program because he didn't have many things to do. So we thought, great, this is a great chance. We will have access to around 300 youth that we can train to do the program. So he got around 12 of them who were part of a youth council for the city, and they started the book 1 training also. But then when the summer came, we realized that they really weren't that interested in the program. They were there because the summer program asked them to be there. Not the summer program, the after-school program asked them to be there. And once summer came, they didn't show up for the rest of the training. So the experience gave us a lot of learning. One of them is to learn to read what are people's real intentions, are they really into the program, or are they just showing up? It also helped us to talk to institutions like that, because we had never actually talked to a city government officer and asked them to let us have their building for our programs. And we learned how to do that, and we also learned many things, starting with when we first contacted the youth and we didn't know anybody in that neighborhood, we asked one of them if he could show us where the other youth live, and he agreed, and he went door to door with us. So the majority of the youth that we met, we didn't find, that youth found, because they were his friends and he was interested in them participating in the group. So we had good experiences and not so good experiences.
We just have, I think, 1 minute if anyone has a question for Luis. That was good learning. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Carl. So from the furthest place, we can go south.
The southernmost community.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster ride, man, I tell you. Boy, to have 6 animators, are you kidding me? If you need a facility, I got facilities, man. That's not my problem down where I am at, you know.
I think he's trying to recruit here. So.
Yeah. So I'll just share some insights. So when my son was 10, started planning, okay, he's the only junior youth in our community, got to start a junior youth group. So getting junior youth was no problem, his friends. So first junior youth group was started. I had 9 or 10 kids, half boys, half girls. Lost the girls after the first, I lost them after 2 lessons because what I learned was I was the only guy, and of course I'm a parent. It was really hard. But the boys stayed. So what we did is, what I discovered, we went straight into service projects. Because I was trying to get an assistant, I was like, okay, until I get the assistant, I'm not going to start the materials. I'm going to get into service projects and then do the materials. Well, I learned from that is that the service project is a great component, but without the materials, and as time started going by, I realized that the materials were so important, and without them, it just didn't finish the picture. But anyway, that junior youth group didn't last, and it was, a roller coaster ride of emotion. You see success, and then you see failure, and so forth. But our struggle down there has always been, as all small clusters are, as resources, and consistency and perseverance, man. That is, to me, what I've learned is those are just, doesn't matter who you are, but if you are in a small community and you don't have a lot of support in the sense, if your community is just small, these are big undertakings. So what I've been learning over the years is, and struggling with in our, and as you all know, what happens in our community is different than yours. You've got different issues, different struggles. So down in Key West, the resources, getting people through the training process, finding animators. That I've been on this mission as President Susan, Mike knows. Thank God for the support of Susan and Faize, and many others. Is getting people into Book One. The youth conference that just took place, I know we're going to run short on time here, and there's so much. One other thing, what I found that interaction with the interfaith community has opened up a lot of doors. I've had a lot of conversations with ministers of churches, people who are in the educational system. They've learnt about junior youth groups. They are thrilled with these programs, and all they're saying is, okay, start them, come on. And I'm like, well, I just have 1 or 2 things I got to do before I can. Like, just find a few animators and train them. And the desire and the need in Key West, parents wanting these programs for the kids, not a problem. Finding kids and getting that is not going to be a problem for us. Building a team and getting those things in place is what we're learning to do. The youth conference brought
a wonderful Baha'i youth down to Key West. Susan and Faiza know I'm always calling them up, and anybody that knows me, if I can recruit you, I'm going to bring you down to Key West. A youth, Canadian youth, came down to Key West, and we had an Interfaith World Religion Day event happening at the same time. It's interesting how these two come together. But the main takeaway for me that's happened here is that this youth came down and was able to connect with other youth in Key West, and was able to do something that I haven't been able to do, always knowing that, coming to a point of realizing that that's where I want to go and try to get them engaged into Book One. And we met these wonderful youth that you have just recently met that have declared here, Maggie and Adam. And Stevie and Gustav. Gustav was down. We got the study circle going, and we're able to sustain the study circle. People, one of our struggles has been is just getting people to show up every week. They have the greatest intentions, but life is so busy, and and then of course your own struggle of consistency, because when you get depressed because they didn't show up that week, and it's real easy to make an excuse and just not do it.
So perseverance.
Perseverance, I tell you, you really. 30
seconds.
30 seconds. Anyway, cut a long story short, we managed to get that. Right now, I've got another youth interested, more adults interested. There's growth happening. There's movement happening through that perseverance and persistence. And yeah, we're excited.
If you have any questions, though, find a friend. You can find them and have nice conversations, probably just till tomorrow, actually. Thank you.